Yo, what's up, Nasir? How you doing, bro? Hello, hello.
What's going on, man?
Good, how are you, bro?
Good, man. I can't complain. I'm just blessed. Blessed.
Congrats on joining the program, bro. Super excited to help you out.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you for having me. I'm super excited to be here. Just continuing to follow the journey.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. And I guess like for you, like what made you want to like pull the trigger?
Um, well, I think, like I said in your DMs, that the content was just super digestible. So
Yeah.
I really just appreciated, um, you know, uh, the way your content is formatted and how easy it is, and it's very relatable. And I don't know. I feel like when somebody's behind the screen, you can kind of tell if they're genuine or not,
Yeah.
or unless you're just a pretty good actor. But is my connection okay?
It's a little bit laggy a little bit, but I can hear you for the most part.
Hold on. Let me join from my phone.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that, man. I'm gonna join from my phone real quick.
Yeah, it's all good. Like sometimes it cuts out, but for the most part, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I want this to go smooth. My bad, bro. I might sit in my truck right now because there's a lot of stuff going on in my apartment. So I'm
Okay.
just
Yeah, so basically today's call is just going to be like on setting the frameworks on exactly what you need to do in terms of the foundations. I'll lay down like the frameworks and basically everything that you need to know in terms of day one, day two, day three, and allow you to get to understand like the entire like journey and process, right? So like I'll just share my screen real quick. Do you see it?
yeah.
Cool. Let's just road to 10K.
I'm trying to join from my computer, my phone. So
Yeah, I just accepted.
hello.
Yeah, can you hear
All
me?
right. Yeah. Is it better?
Yeah.
And I have a question. I see that you're recording the conversation. Is it cool if you send me the recording as well?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay. So basically these six things are like kind of like the bare bones of everything. Obviously, in every single one, it's like a lot more complex than that. But in order for you to really hit that 10K month, right, this is what you would essentially do. So first off, let's talk about your niche. Like, who do you actually want to help? Do you want to help men? Do you want to help women? Do you want to help teenagers? Do you want to help the elderly? Do you want to help real estate professionals? Do you want to help businessmen? Like, who do you want to help? Like, who are you passionate in helping the most?
So I have it written down, so I'll just read it to you if you don't mind.
Yeah.
So my ideal client is a motivated man between the ages of 18 to 35 who is career driven, has a good paying job, and seeking to level up his physical appearance as well as his social life.
Yeah.
And he's focused on building a lean, muscular, and aesthetic physique with like visible abs and veins so that he can feel confident about himself. He
Yeah.
values hard work and dedication and wants to look as good as he feels. He just likes leveling up in life, boosting his confidence, his presence in all areas of life. But he doesn't know that it starts with his physical appearance first. So that's where I come in fitness. And he's not content with his current training or diet results and feels overwhelmed by the amount of information, advice online. He needs a structured, straightforward approach to eating and training. He's serious about his fitness goals because that's where his foundation starts and wants to train hard when he does.
Okay. So that's awesome. And I would actually kind of like change the 18 to a little
Mm,
bit higher so that they could actually have a career, right? Most 18-year-olds don't have careers, right?
mhm.
Or they're gonna probably ask their mom or like their dad for some money, right? It could be the case, but you don't want to target them. Like if they come, right? You don't want to like specifically target them. What I found is like typically anywhere from, it's like the ages of like 25 to 35 is a good range, right? Because like when I first started, I was helping like skinny college kids build muscle, and I was struggling to even close $100 payments, right? So during that time, I was like, you know what, like I gotta change something up. And once I changed over to like 25 to 35, right, guys who wanted to lose weight, build muscle, build a lean and muscular physique, right, I started being able to close like 1,500 like for 3 months and do all that stuff, right?
Mhm.
I think you can just like change that real quick. Um,
Just
and then in terms of career driven, do you have a specific career in mind? Like, do you want to work with corporate? Do you want to work with real estate professionals? Do you want to work with business owners and CEOs? It's like you're not limited, but you want to have a target. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, right. Um, I want to work with business owners because I'm as an entrepreneur, like I want to help other entrepreneurs as well. I
Yeah.
mean, corporate can be cool too, but it's like I don't know how can I get both, like,
Yeah. So the thing is, like, we can target business owners and entrepreneurs, but if they're like corporate or anything, like you can still take them on, but
Okay.
it's not like specifically targeted to them, right?
All right, so cool, yeah. So I'll make it business owners. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, let's say like you were to build a business, like helping people get in better shape, right?
Mm,
And you target business owners and entrepreneurs, but then it's kind of like, let's say like a girl reach out and she's like, hey, can you help me with my fitness goals? Like I see that you're a coach. You're not going to turn
mm.
it down, but it's kind of like your messaging is for business owners and entrepreneurs for the most part, right?
Okay.
But some random person that you meet at a coffee shop or something, she's like, "Oh my gosh, you're a fitness coach?" Right? It's like, "Do you have a fitness program I can join?" And then you're like, "Yeah, right. Let's sign up." But your Instagram is not for her. You know what I'm saying? But you're
100%. Yeah.
yeah. That's a great niche, by the way, like business owners and entrepreneurs. Um, because a lot of times, like they see the value in actually taking care of their health, having a good presence and showing up in a powerful way, right? So like next is like creating content around business owners and entrepreneurs that is like want to build that lean and muscular physique. Like when you have it in mind, like what are they trying to accomplish? Like, are they trying to lose like 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds, 50 pounds? It's like where are they on the fitness journey, you would say?
Okay. On their fitness journey. Well, they can either be somebody who's scrawny and looking to put on muscle, or
Yeah.
they can be um a little bit on the heavier side, looking to lose weight and get cut up. Because I think all guys, they kind of want that aesthetic physique.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
just guys that are looking, they can be on either side of the spectrum, but they want to be cut and lean.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. So what I found to be best is what's it called? Going on the heavier side and want to be cut, right? Because a lot of the times when it comes to losing weight, it's about health too, right? And for a lot of people, health is so, so important, right? You can definitely do both for sure, but you know, like you can help them, you know, it's like be cut and be more lean, be more muscular. So your bio could be something like I help busy like business owners slash entrepreneurs. You know, it's like lose fat, build muscle, and build a lean, muscular physique. How did that sound? Do you want to change anything with that?
I help I help busy entrepreneurs lose fat, build muscle, and build a lean muscular physique. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Cool. So it's kind of like this is the first impression when people come on your page and they're gonna be like, oh shoot, I'm a business owner. Oh, I'm an entrepreneur. Oh, you know, I want to lose fat. I want to build muscle. I want to build a lean and muscular physique. Right.
Mhm.
Um, and this is kind of like the dream outcome, right? It's like what do they essentially want, right? Maybe you can be like build a lean and muscular physique and take off your shirt with confidence or something like that, right? You know, like it sparks some emotion in them when they read it. They're like, dude, you know, like that's me, right? For example, like let's say if I was like targeting, like what's it called, like fitness trainers, I'll be like I help fitness trainers make $10,000 a month, live a life of freedom, build impact, and be their own boss, right? You might be like, oh shoot, that's me, right?
Right, right.
It's something like that where like when you read the bio, you know exactly what this page is about, right?
Uh,
And what they're gonna be able to accomplish if they press that follow button, right?
100%.
So, so that's gonna be the change in the bio, right? And then you can have what's it called? You can have, let me check out your bio real quick.
Hmm.
Yeah, so you can still have like DM me build to get started. In terms of being like bucked up ambassador, like do you need to put that in there?
Nah, I mean I don't need to. It was just
Okay.
like,
Okay. So I
yeah.
would I would say like take that out, right? Because a lot of the times like you want to use up that, you know, it's like bio real estate, right? You don't want to market too many things, right? If you want to market like bucked up and all that stuff in your content, you can, but don't put it in your bio because this is like the first impression that people see. If they see it's like ambassador bucked up, it's like, oh, is this guy an influencer or is he a coach? You know what I'm saying? It gets a little bit confusing for people.
I kind of want to be both though.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, like, but like I can, no, I'm saying I could take it out because at the end of the day, I can do it in steps, right? Like I can get the fan base,
Yeah.
get the clientele,
Yeah.
do coaching, build my because that's still building social status as being
Yeah.
a coach, and
Yeah.
then I can transition because that's eventually my life, my long term goal.
Yeah.
I want to be an influencer.
Yeah.
Um, so
Cool. Yeah. 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 We can definitely do both. Okay. So it's like your goal is influencer slash coach. Okay.
yeah,
Cool. And then next is the DMs, right? So in terms of your DM process so far, what have you done?
just reached out to 20 to 40 people.
Okay. Do you have a
Like,
specific like process on how you message people?
yeah, I was. So what I was doing was I was going to other people's um fitness profiles, like
Yeah.
somebody big in the industry,
Yeah.
like let's say Swole, and then I would go to his likes, and then I would copy and paste like an specific just DM script, just template saying, "Hey, I see that you like this guy's content. Are you interested in fitness?" Like, it's pretty much.
Oh, gotcha. So you said cold DMs.
I was sending cold DMs, yeah, man.
Okay, gotcha. So essentially, like this is going to be for your current followers right now, right? The way that I do things is you can just be like, hey, name, how's it going, bro? And then they're gonna respond like, doing well. How about you? And then you can be like, Can't complain. Can't complain. Just been working out, and hanging out with friends and family. How about you? And then they're gonna be like, yeah, uh, about the same. And then you're gonna be like, cool, bro. Like, have you been staying pretty active? And oh, actually, just ask them about work first. Cool, bro. What do you do for work? And then, if you're targeting like business owners and entrepreneurs and stuff, they're gonna be like, oh, I have a small business, or I have a small tech business that I run. I have a small tech business that I'm currently running. And sometimes they'll be like, how about you? And then you can be like, an online fitness coach helping other men to lose fat, build muscle, and build a lean plus muscular physique. And then you can send another message. It's like, how long have you been doing the small, or the the tech business so far? Because you don't want to just leave it on like, hey, I'm an online fitness coach, because it sounds so salesy, right? You want to, drive the direction back onto them, right? They're gonna be like, oh, I've been doing it for 4 years now. And then you're gonna be like, that's super cool, man. I can already tell that you're smart dude being in tech and building a business is no joke. Just hype him up, right? Just like affirm him, like, because people like to be praised, right? And you're gonna build better and way better rapport if you like hype him up, tell him, like the good things that you notice already, right? Or whether it's in his bio, or whether it's like, what's it called? Whether it's through his content that he posts or his stories, right? Just find something to compliment him on, and then he's gonna want to keep on entertaining that conversation with you, right? And you're gonna be like, have you been staying active and working out lately? So now you want to transition the conversation towards fitness, right? You kind of figured out his work situation, because this is a way to qualify, right? Like whether he's a good fit to work with you or not. Because if he's like, yeah, I bag groceries at, like Walmart, right? Then it's like, most likely you don't like, he's not gonna be able to pay that 500 a month, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, like you figured out what he does for work, right? And
Mhm.
you realize that he's been doing it for 4 years now, right? So he's had some like time to stack up, right? Especially
Mhm.
being in tech, but being a business owner and all that stuff. Like he's most likely, it's like had some stacked up. So
Right.
you ask those questions to understand him a little bit better, but also to qualify him like financially, right? Like where is he at? Right? Because if he's like, oh, I just graduated school, it's like, for the most part, it doesn't seem like, like he has the potential to join your program. Not all
Mhm.
the time, right? Because you never know what people's financial situations are. And, some of these college kids have a lot of money, right, from their parents. But for the most part, you kind of want to get an understanding of where they're currently at, what they kind of do for like their work, and then you transition, right, into fitness. Now it's like, have you been staying active and working out lately? He's gonna be like, honestly, not really. Just been super busy from work,
Mhm.
work. and been lazy from it. And then you can be like, yeah, absolutely, bro. I hear you. Running a successful tech business could be tons of work for sure. And then you can send that message and it's like, do you have any fitness goals that you're looking? Oh, actually, no. It's like, what would you say is your biggest struggle right now in terms of hitting the gym, working out, and staying active right now? Right. So you kind of ask him, you want to ask him like what his biggest struggle right now in terms of hitting the gym, working out, and staying active. Because actually, delete that. Yeah, you just want to ask him like what his biggest struggles are because you want to figure out his pain points, right? What's his roadblocks? What's his excuse? What's holding him back from actually working out, right? Like when you get him to tell you these things, right? Now you have things to work with, right? It's like you're like the biggest struggle would be like just having the time, the the right blueprint. Um, I actually don't know what I'm doing in the gym, so I don't even go in the first place. I've seen tons of people post workout videos and tips, but it's honestly overwhelming, right? So this is a typical message that you're gonna get. Like people are just gonna be like, I'm just so busy. I have some time. I don't know what I'm doing in the gym, and it's kind of like overwhelming. And then you just tell him he's like, gotcha. Absolutely, bro. Like it's definitely difficult to have the proper blueprint, especially because there's so much information nowadays. May I ask, may I ask what your fitness goals are right now currently? Maybe I can help you out potentially. So now, right, you just tell them it's like, gotcha, absolutely, bro. It's definitely difficult to have a proper blueprint, especially because there's so much information nowadays. Um, and it can be difficult and uh information information overload is gonna cause so many to not take any any action. All right, so this is just like a sample script, right? Talk in your own voice, right? But this is like essentially how the DM scripts should go. And then take any action in the first place. May I ask what your fitness goals are right now currently? Maybe I can help you out potentially. And then he's gonna be like, yeah, absolutely, bro. I'm trying to lose about 25 pounds right now. Um, 200 pounds and 5'7". Cool. And then here you can just say like in terms of losing the 20 to 25 pounds, what makes it the most difficult for you to get down to that 175 to 180 pound range? And then he's gonna say is like, my diet sucks. My diet sucks. I'm not working out. Don't know what to do. It's like super busy with time, with not having, with work and not having time. And then from here, you can just be like, gotcha. And I guess, why is it important for you right now to lose these 20 to 25 pounds? So the reason why you want to ask is now you drive into the why, right? Now people are thinking, like, why do they want to lose the 20 to 25 pounds, right? And now it's like they're finally reflecting upon their goals and what they want to accomplish, right? It's like, whoa, like, why do I want to accomplish right now? And you have them thinking, right? It's kind of like if I ask you, it's like, why do you want to hit like 10K a month? Right. And then it's like, oh, dude, I've never been asked that question like in a long time. Right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. What did you say?
No, I said right because when you did ask me those questions yesterday, it was kind of like I had to like stop. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
learn. Did you take a sales course? Like, how did you learn this thought process? Did you work in sales? Like, what was it?
Yeah, so I've been doing this for 4.5 years. Like I told you, like I hired my first mentor and he had like sales closers that were doing 7, 8, 9 figures, right? And he just taught me this stuff, right?
Wow.
So I learned from the top dogs in the industry. Um,
Okay.
so this is like the stuff that they taught, right?
All
And
right.
it's like they break down the entire framework and the mindset behind it, and it's
Mhm.
powerful stuff, right? Because this is not like some like, oh yeah, let's book you in for a call, but it's like really understanding the entirety of, like their, it's like who they are, what they
Mhm.
do, like what's their biggest struggle, right? And like figuring out like what are their goals and why is it important for them to get to these 20 or like lose these 20, 25 pounds. They're going to be like better health, better health, want to live longer for my kids, um, want to be more confident in myself, and summer is coming around the corner, right? I want to like perform better at my job and just have more overall mental clarity, right? So this is like a typical response that you're gonna get from people, right? It's like better health, want to live longer, want to be more confident. Summer's coming around. I want to perform better at my job and just overall have like more mental clarity. And then this is when you just affirm him, right? It's just like repeat back what he said. Right. So for example, you can just be like, yeah, awesome, bro. Like I'm so glad that, it's like you want to have better health, you want to live longer, you want to, be more confident, you look your absolute best for the summertime and just perform better at your job and have more mental clarity. And then you just ask after you affirm and repeat back what he said, you can just ask like, um, would you like some help accomplishing those? Would you like some help losing the 20 to 25 pounds of fat, get down to that 175, 180 mark, have better health, live longer for your kids, be more confident in yourself, be summer ready, perform, perform better at your job, and have more overall mental clarity. So now this is where like you say like, would you like some help losing the 25, like 20 to 25 pounds of fat, get down to that 175 to 180 mark, have better health, live longer for your kids, be more confident in yourself, be summer ready, perform better at your job, and have more overall mental clarity. And then he's gonna be like, yeah, right. So the reason why we say this is we repeat everything back to them that we know, right? And this is so powerful because this is their goal. This is their dreams right now, right? So you repeat back to them, and for so many times, they'll be like, yeah, I want to accomplish that, right? Because this is everything that they just told you, right? For example, like let's say if I ask you, like, why is it important for you to hit 10K a month, right? It's just like, man, I want to take care of my family. I want to take care of my kids. I want, to be my own boss. I want to make more impacts. I want to do this. And I just repeat everything that you just said, right? Would you like some help getting to 10K a month, right? Building a life of impact.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say no.
Right? It's like, yo, I got some goosebumps now, right?
Yeah,
You repeat back to them, and then they're gonna be like, yeah, absolutely. And then you can just be like, sweet, you down to hop on a call sometime to talk more in in depth about your goals, your fitness goals, and see if I can potentially help you out. Right. And then they're gonna be like, yeah, let's do it. When works best for your schedule. Right. So then now you just like schedule a time, 5 p.m. Wednesday, right? It's like 5 p.m. Wednesday. Does that work for you? Yeah, works for me. Cool, bro. What's your number? Right? It's like just drop some number, right? Awesome, man. Was great chatting. I'll give you a call at 5 Wednesday. All right. Boom. That's it. Right. So this is the entirety of the sale or like the DM script on what you need to do in order for you to book some calls and to hop on those sales calls. Right. And this is very important, right? To really understand the entire breakdown from it, right? Because like initial message, it's just like a hey, what's up, bro? Hey, how's it going? Right. And then they're gonna be like, doing well. How about you? Like they're not gonna give you so much like information. They're not gonna tell you it's like, oh yeah, just hanging out with my kid. Like sometimes people will, but for the most part, they're gonna be like, oh, like why is this guy hitting me up? Right. It's like, oh, I see that he's a fitness coach, but I'm kind of a little hesitant.
right.
Now it's like you just say like can't complain, just been working out and hanging out with friends and family. How about you? So the reason why I say just been working out, hanging out with friends and family is because I show that I'm working, I'm showing that I'm working out, I'm showing that I'm hanging out with my friends and family. So I'm prioritizing all aspects of my life, right? Right? You're not telling them that you're a driven individual, but when you say that, right, they kind of see it, right? It's like you're well balanced, right? And then from here, I mentioned working out because I want them to have the potential to say, like, yeah, about the same, right? That means like, oh, he's working out and all that stuff. Or sometimes they might be like, yeah, about the same as you, but no working out, right?
Right.
You see how like now, because they say that, now you have some leeway to ask follow-up questions like, oh, like how come you haven't been working out? Right.
Right. Right. Right.
Boom.
Right.
Right. Now it's just like, whoa, it's like you have some leeway now because he told you he doesn't work out. And then
Right.
now you can like like keep on carrying the conversation from there, right? So if he says about the same, let's just say he's like, yeah, doing the exact same thing as you, just been working out, hanging out with friends and family. Cool. Now you ask him what he does for work. You financially qualify him, right? Get to know what he's doing a little bit, right? Small tech business. How about you? Right. I'm an online fitness coach helping other men lose fat, build muscle, build a lean and muscular physique. How long have you been doing tech business for? Right. You always want to make the conversation about them. You don't want to talk about yourself. Right. Because when you think about like going on dates and all that stuff too, like if you would just talk about yourself, talk about yourself, talk about yourself, talk about yourself, they're going to be like, I don't want to talk to this guy no more. Right.
Yeah.
And you don't want to like come off as, like, oh yeah, like I want to coach or I want to pitch you real quick, right? But it's more like, hey, like how long have you been doing tech business for, right? You say 4 years, and then you just affirm him. That's super cool, man. I can already tell that you're a smart dude, being in tech, building a business, no joke, right? It's like, yeah, I feel good. Like I like this guy, right? And it's like, have you been staying active and working out lately? So now I transition to the next part, right? Talking about fitness now, because he's a good fit financially now, right? You don't know exactly how much he makes yet, but it's like being in tech, working for 4 years, he's probably had some bread saved up, right? Now you ask him about the fitness aspect because you want to, it's like drive it and lead the conversation towards that. So you say, have you been staying active and working out lately? And then he's going to be like, honestly, not really. Just been super busy from work and been lazy from it. And then be like, yeah, I hear you, bro. Running a successful tech business could be tons of work for sure. What would you say is your biggest struggle right now in terms of hitting the gym, working out, and staying active? Just having the time, the right blueprint, don't know what I'm doing in the gym. Seen tons of people post workout videos and tips, but it's honestly overwhelming. And you just be like, gotcha, bro. Absolutely. It's difficult to have the proper blueprint, especially because there's so much information nowadays. May I ask what your fitness goals right now are currently? Maybe I can help you out potentially. Then he's going to tell you, it's like, I'm trying to lose 20 to 25 pounds right now. I'm 200 pounds and I'm 5'7". And in terms of losing the 20 to 25 pounds, what makes it the most difficult for you to get down to that 175 to 180 range? Now you have him thinking, it's like, dang, 175, 180, right? It's like, man, like my diet sucks. I'm not working out, don't know what to do, super busy from work and not having the time. And you just say, gotcha. I guess, why is it for like important for you to lose these 20 to 25 pounds right now? And then they're going to be like better health. I want to live longer for my kids. I want to be more confident in myself. Summer's coming around the corner. And then you just affirm everything that he says, right? It's like, dude, love that, man. I can already tell you're this type of guy, right? You're affirming who you want him to be. You know what I'm saying? Right? So it's just like, if you affirm who you want him to be, it's like, dude, you're successful, you're driven, you're hardworking, right? Right. It's like you seem like the type of guy to want to improve in every aspect of life. Right. It may not be true because he's not working out, but
Right.
you want him to be, right?
Right.
You want to affirm these good traits into him, and he's gonna be like, yeah. Because like, let's say if I was like Nasir, dude, you're a hardworking individual, you're driven, you're ambitious, right? Let's say like you weren't though, right? It's like I'm placing that identity into you, and you're gonna be like, yeah, I am hardworking. Yeah, I am ambitious. Yeah, I am like this, right? No one's gonna like want to identify as being lazy, right? No one likes being identified as being a bum, right? So it's like you speak life into people, right? And you affirm him, and then he's gonna be like, yeah, I am the type of guy to want to improve in all aspects of my life, even if he's not doing it right now currently, right? You want to affirm that into him. And then after that, you'd be like, yeah, absolutely, bro. Like, would you be down to hop on a call sometime to talk more in depth about your fitness goals and see if I can potentially help you out? And then you book a call, right? Just figure out like scheduling, what time works best, and all that stuff. And then you hop on a call, right? So you hop on a call, right? And this is where, it's like your sales calls will be done, right? Any questions about the DM script so far?
So I'm gonna have to do this to every,
Yeah.
like, go down my
Yeah.
who following me.
Yeah. So you would just go into your followers,
Yeah.
right? And start from the start from the top up,
Right.
right? And go all the way down that list, right? And just copy and paste. So what I do is I copy and paste this message, right? I would copy and paste this, right? Or like however you talk, right? So I personally say what's up, right? So I would copy and paste this message, right? Let me just go into Instagram DMs right now. Actually, let's do some examples right now for you to see. Right. Be right here. All right. So you would just do this on your phone, so it's a lot quicker, right? I'm just showing you on the laptop. I'll just do like 5 examples for you, right? Just copy and paste, right? And then you just literally go down the entire list.
Do you feel like there's so you don't use any softwares to like expedite that process?
No, so like Instagram like doesn't like you using like specific softwares.
Uh,
Like I have a virtual assistant. So my virtual assistant sends out these messages. But in the beginning, like you should figure out like how to word everything so that you
uh,
come up with your own script and then you can teach your virtual assistant, right?
okay.
And I can help you later in the future too. So you
Yeah.
have a virtual assistant inside your account. I pay
Mm.
$2.50 for someone to, do these messages for me. Because these messages, when you have like 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 followers, it takes a, good amount of time.
Like,
Right.
I'm already thinking about that. I'm like, how am I gonna do this to like all these people?
Yeah. But like for me, like I just spend an entire day and I just message my entire following. Right.
Mm.
I just go down the entire list and I have like everything. Um, So you just go down the entire list, right? What is this guy's name? So in this regard, I was be, how's it going, bro? What's your name by the way? Right. So if they don't have a name, right, just be like, what's your name by the way? Right. And then you just go down that list. And then as as they reply back to you, you're gonna see, or like as you keep on going down the list, people are gonna start replying to you, right, at the top of your message, and then just
Mm.
reply back to them really quick, right? And on Instagram, what you can also do too is you can have saved replies, right? So if you go to this section right here, right?
Uh,
Do you know how to do this?
no, I don't. But can you write that down like in the Google Doc that you have
Yeah,
right there?
yeah. So go to saved replies on
Mm.
Instagram and then create saved messages, right? So for example, like people like will ask you how you're doing, right? So you can literally save this response right here, right, on Instagram. And then you can have the keyword be like well, right? So check on your Instagram real quick.
The keyword well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So like how you would do it is you would go to saved replies. So go on your messages and then press this button right here. Let me know if you see it.
Hold on. All right. Yeah, I'm there. I'm
Yeah.
in our messages.
And then press the plus button,
Uh-huh.
right? And then you can type in your message,
So, so yeah. Okay.
right?
Got it.
So you can have the keyword be like well, and then you can just say, can't complain, just been working out, hanging out with friends and family. How about you? Because when you send that initial message, that copy and paste, hey, how's it going, bro? Like they're gonna ask you how you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
So, okay. So what if they don't? It won't send that?
No, it's like you personally will have this as a shortcut, right? It
Oh,
doesn't automatically send.
oh, so you just
Yeah. So
right.
let's
Okay.
just say like you and I were talking, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, so I'm like, imagine if we're talking in DMs, I'm like, hey Nasir, like how you doing, bro? And then you're gonna be like, doing good, can't complain, just been just grinding at the gym, right? How about you? And then I would just type well, right? And this pops up, right? A saved reply of how I'm doing, right?
Okay, okay, okay.
My response right now is doing amazing, bro. Just got back from California.
Right.
Other than that, just been grinding away at work, training clients and working out. How about you? Right? Boom. Right. So it's just like you just got to type well and it pops up as a saved message. And then you just press that and send.
Got it, got it.
Yeah. So this is going to save so much time so that you don't have to just type all those messages out because people are going to ask you the same questions. How are you doing? How are you doing? Right. And then you just have a saved reply. It's like, can't complain. Just been working out. How about you? Right.
Mm,
Always ask that. Right.
yeah.
So that saves a lot of time too. Right. So you just go down this entire process. Right.
Mm,
And then let's try to book some calls. Right. That's going to be the game plan for today is just send out people or like send what's it called these DMs to people
mm,
like all day long and start off having those conversations. And even if you're not selling them something, just hit them up, right? Like you might be wondering like, oh, like should I message my old teammates? Should I message, it's like my old friends,
yeah.
all that stuff. It's like personally for me, I would. It's not like I'm like in my mind, I'm not trying to pitch you like a program unless
Mm,
it's like need it. But like if like an opportunity arises, then cool. If not, like just keep on building those friendships too. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like sometimes I hit up my friends from like high school and they're just telling me how they're doing, what they're up to, and all that stuff. And then I just keep on building that connection with them.
Right.
And like your friends and your teammates might potentially know someone who's a good fit for your program because
Mm,
maybe they're already like rock hard abs, they're jacked and all that stuff. They don't need your coaching. But,
mm,
through talking to them, they might be thinking about you more and they're going to be like, oh, I want to help out my buddy. Right. It's like he's trying to build his online coaching business. Maybe sometimes you can ask your friends too. It's like, hey, bro, like I'm really trying to start up this online fitness coaching and I really want to pick up my business. I know we talked in, like college and stuff. It's like, do you know anyone that would be potentially interested? And then they're gonna be like, no, I don't really know anyone right now, but I'll be on the lookout for you. Right. It's still like good because now they're still thinking about you. Like the moment like their coworkers are like, oh man, I'm fat, it's like I need to lose some weight. They're gonna be like, hey, follow my guy's like Instagram page. Right.
right, 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 right.
So even if they don't need your fitness service, there's someone that they potentially know that might need it, right? And they're always going to refer them to you, but you have to strike up that conversation, right? Because imagine if you and I like are buddies, it's just like, yo, what's up, Nasir? It's like, and you're just gonna be like, yo, like long time no talk. How you been, bro? And I just be like, yeah, man, like can't complain. Just been working out, hanging out with friends and family. How about you? And you're gonna be like, oh, you're doing about the same. And then I'll be like, what are you up to nowadays? Like, I haven't talked to you ever since college, bro. And you're gonna
Right.
be like, yeah, like now I work in finance and I do this, I have a kid now, bro. Isn't it so crazy? It's like, and then just chop it up, right? Talk as bros, right? And then they're gonna be like, oh, like what have you been up to? You're gonna be like, bro, like I just started my online coaching business recently. Just trying to pick that back up and all that stuff, just making content, this and that. And then you allow him to respond. He's like, dude, I love your content. It's like super good, blah, blah, blah. Like, and if he's interested, he'll let you know, right? You can be like, hey, bro, like, do you offer like training? Right? Sometimes they'll ask you, but like for your friends and family, you don't want to, like necessarily lead them to a booked call,
Mm,
but just have organic conversation, right?
right,
That's the biggest thing. But for strangers, just go straight into it, right?
right,
Does not
yeah.
matter, right? Just go
100,
straight into it. Um, But with friends and family, you just want to be a little bit more like mindful and more a little bit more careful, right? Because you don't want them to feel like, oh, like he's just messaging me to pitch me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Mhm.
So that's the biggest thing. So all of today, I want you to send those DMs out, right, and start booking those calls as much as you possibly can, and let me know how that goes, right? And then it's like let me know if you start booking calls, and then the next call, like we can have it like tomorrow too. Like it all depends on how fast you move. Like when you start booking calls, you let me know, right? Hey Ray, like I have a call booked, for tomorrow or Wednesday, Thursday, or something like that, right? Typically you want to, book your calls a little bit later in the week, like all on the same day, right? So that you can do call after call after call after call, and then you close those deals, right? Because you don't want to, it's like have your time and attention like off one thing and doing the other, right? So for today, like what does your schedule look like today?
So today, right after this, I'm gonna go hit the gym. Well, I can reach out to a couple people. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I don't know if you like, this doesn't even matter. But anyway, I mean, I could, you know, DM people this because I could DM people in between my sets, things like
Yeah.
that. Because
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
there's no limitation. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah. After that, I'm gonna because I have another business that I'm working on as well.
Yeah.
I just put like a little bit of time into that,
Yeah.
do like a couple of examples. But I mean, I pretty much have the whole day. I just gotta edit my videos, post the content,
Yep.
and
Yep.
yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
that's it.
So first thing is to change up, it's like your bio, right?
Mm,
Just transition into this one, right?
mm,
And then two is like start DMing people, right? Start DMing people and maybe posting something on your story, right? It's like a video of you giving helpful tips and advice, like maybe like your content that you already made already. Just
right,
re-put that into your story so that when you start messaging people too, like what they're gonna like when they respond back to you, they're gonna pull up on your profile, they're gonna watch your stories, right? And you
right,
want to be like valuable, right? Maybe post like one, two, or three like of your reels that you think are the most valuable for people, right?
mm,
And they're gonna look at that and be like, yo, yeah, like that's good content, right? Because
right,
every single time you say like, hey, what's up, bro? How's it going? People like naturally aren't watching your stuff, right? A lot of times they're at work or something, but when they get a message from you, they're gonna be like, oh, Nasir messaged me, and I want to respond back to him, and then they check out your story, right?
right.
What's going on, right? So that could, like be a tactic and, strategy that we use in the future as well, especially when we're promoting different stuff.
Yeah.
Um, for now, just post like one or two pieces of content on your story that you already made. So it's just
Mm,
like pretty easy. And then in terms of DMs, um, yeah. So in terms of DMs, just go through that entire process, work on that throughout the day. And whenever you have some downtime or you're in between sets or anything, like just start from the top up and then just go down, right?
all right.
Personally, like I would spend like an entire like day just like messaging people, right? Just
Yeah.
like boom, 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 just knock it out, book as many calls, set up a time for like Wednesday or Thursday or something like that, or Friday, like in the week, and then just like have those calls done, right? So it's just like, yeah, that's basically what we're gonna do now, right? And then once you start booking those calls, you'll be ready for the next step. You'll just be like, Ray, I just booked my first call. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, right? And then we'll hop on a call because I want to refine your sales process as well, right?
Okay.
But we'll talk about that in our next call. So when you book a call, you let me know and let me know when you book it for, because I want to hop on a call with you before
Well,
you have that call. And then I'm going to show you the sales frameworks and everything. And then, it's like you're going to be ready for that call and you're going to be well prepared so that you're going to be able to close those deals. Right.
all right. Cool. Cool.
Any questions so far?
Nah, nah. No, not really. I'm just
Cool.
excited, bro. I'm just excited to, what I'm saying, get the information and apply it, man. I just want to just, that's how I am.
Yeah. Was that helpful today?
Yeah, yeah, hell yeah, of course, man, of course. It's just, you definitely, help me in ways that I wasn't even thinking about. Asking them the questions because that was another big goal of mine, which was to learn sales. That was like a personal goal for me.
Yeah,
So I'm already getting started learning like the why, the why. I'm like a scientist behind. I try to
yeah,
know why. Like,
yeah,
why should I do this? Why do I ask them this question? Because
yeah.
I love it, man. I love the game, bro. I love the game.
Dude, I love that.
I watched a piece of your content and you said you were on a call with a dating coach. I don't know his name, Isaac. That's
Yeah,
his name,
yeah,
Isaac.
yeah, yeah,
He was like, yeah, like, you said sales is good. It could be used for good and evil. It's like a
yeah,
double-edged
yeah,
sword. I just thought that was so funny that you said that because my stepfather, he owns a car dealership, so
yeah,
he's a very, very good salesman, man. Like,
yeah,
sometimes I don't really know how he does what he does, but he has 15 years in the business, so it's like
yeah,
it's cool. I'm just trying to apply that to my the way, like, give me a swag with it, like my own way with it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I've always wanted to learn sales, so
yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for you, bro. Like once we, really dial in like the sales, and I'm going to teach you everything with that as well, right? Like we haven't even gotten to like the sales process yet, but DMs is technically sales, but just written, right? It's like you're trying to influence someone to, it's like book a call and, it's like sign up with you. But in terms of the sales call process, I'll lay down the framework for you, and you're gonna have your mind blown. You're gonna be like, wow. This,
I'm
this,
excited. Yeah.
this is crazy.
Because these are skills that you don't just learn like just with
You
getting
know,
money. Like, these are like you can like this is powerful, like, skills. Learning how to speak, like, yo, I literally have. I'm not even joking to you. Like, I have my goals in here, and
yeah,
my goal is literally. You think I'm joking when I watch this, man? Like, I'm gonna just show you this just real quick, and then
yeah,
so look, by July 2025, I will have. Wait. What is this at the end? Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, by July 2025, I will be able to speak with clarity, precision, and be more knowledgeable, in business and human behavior. So I meant like just sales.
yeah.
That's just what I meant
That's
because
what's up, bro. That's what's up. I love how you like have all your goals and everything written out, because that's what it is, bro. Like I tell everyone, have your goals written out. Like, like once you have it, you're locked in.
yeah,
You
I
know
put by
exactly what
July
you're focused on.
by July 2025, I will make $10,000 for my online business.
Yeah. Let's do it, bro. You
All
have the
right.
potential, like you have the work ethic, right? Like
Yeah.
we'll make it happen.
All right, man. I'm gonna get on that today, and I'll
Yeah.
hit you up once I have a call booked.
All right. Sounds good, bro. Want to hit a flex for Instagram real quick? All right. Let's do it, bro. I'll send you the recording and everything. Let me know how the DMs go, and then let me know when you get your first call booked. And if you have any questions, I'm gonna invite you to the Instagram group chat with all of my other business clients right now too. So just say what's up, like what goals you're looking to accomplish, and everyone's gonna welcome you in as well.
All right, say no more. That's lit. All right, man. Yeah, just send me the Google Doc too that you made.
Yeah, awesome.
Appreciate it, bro.
All right, sound good. See you, bro.